Hello and welcome to African Brands. I'm Ore Ajewale. So great of you to join us on the show again this week. Getting right into it, kicking off the show with our brand leaders chat with a major player in the telecommunications industry. Here's our sit down with the CEO of Medallion Communications, Mr. Ikechukwu Namani.
We started about the time the telecom industry was experiencing the growth in terms of market players. And we saw the need to have a career neutral player that is able to bring together the various service providers under a common platform. And more importantly, bridge that gap that traditionally would exist between the bigger, stronger players and the smaller ones, and also bridge the gap that the various technology access to the subscribers was evolving with. Then we've got the GSM, CDMA fixed line players, and we felt if we play in the interconnect space as a clearinghouse, then irrespective of the access technology to the subscribers at the core of the network, we should be able to ensure seamless connectivity across them, which we were able to do very well. And then on the data center co-location space, when we started, nobody knew about that. People didn't even understand what we were talking about, but we could see that down the line, this will become a critical part of the Nigerian telecom ecosystem, which it is today. Today, we've got a lot of people, big players coming into the data center space. This is something we've been doing for more than 10 years before most of them even saw that this is something important. So we've been a pioneer in that space. That was because we could see what is needed to really achieve the core objective in terms of ensuring high and good quality of service to the subscribers. Yeah, we have been in the forefront of promoting getting infrastructure to the edge as much as possible. We believe that there's currently a disproportionate allocation of telecom infrastructure across the country. A lot of the infrastructure is still warehoused within Lagos. Yes, we are a major player in that. We are very strong in the Lagos market, but we feel given the structure of the country, that there should be at least infrastructure spread across, starting with the geopolitical zone, and then within each zone spread across the various cities. So one of the core things we've been trying to push over the last few years is how do you get the same type of infrastructure you have within Lagos spread across the country, and we are doing a lot about that, creating new data centers, creating new connectivity points, trying to get a lot of the content and platforms that people within Lagos can easily enjoy, better internet access, better connectivity. We're trying to push this to the hinterlands and to ensure that it's spread across other cities within the country. We feel that is the way to go because what we have today is not sustainable. We don't have strong national backbones that will ensure that every traffic comes to Lagos to be exchanged. So you should be able to exchange the traffic at the regional level and ultimately on the state-by-state basis. Because when you do that, the content is closer to the users, then you can localize the service, and then the quality of service will be higher, as well as the price point to the subscribers. Because today, everybody is paying for the unnecessary flow of traffic. What you see today, if you go to a city like Jos, and you are having a subscriber, let's say MTN subscriber, is calling a Glo subscriber in Jos, that traffic must come to Lagos, Abuja, or Port Harcourt to be exchanged because there's no connectivity in Jos. And the same is applicable in pretty much more than 80% of the country. You experience the same issue. And this is why the quality of service is still very poor, because you see a lot of traffic just being moved around that shouldn't even be there on the national backbone, that on its own is not even strong enough to carry national traffic. So we're going to do something about that, and more importantly, make sure that content owners and content providers are able to implement services at the local level. Progress has been made. It's still a work in progress. First, and it's fair to give credit to where it's due. On the federal side, I know the NCC has done a lot. The EVC had engaged the federal government at that level. And we know from the federal point, like right-of-way issues, they've been able to harmonize it within a reasonable price point. Unfortunately, that has not been translated to the state level, which is now the next phase that they want to look at to see if what has been achieved at the federal level can also be achieved at the state level. So NCC had played that role, which we are very grateful for. On the association level, we've also been able to engage more effectively. I know a situation where, like in Lagos, for instance, where the state agencies in the past have taken more Draculian approach in their relationship with operators. ATCON has been able to bridge that gap. I know that for sure because we've had a lot of experience, including even our company, when we had a problem with one of our masts, and they had some issues. ATCON was able to intervene, and we were able to reach some form of agreement on a structured ways to handle the challenge that came up at that time. So it's there, but it's still a work in progress. It's not, and it's going to continue. We don't see it as something that will just happen in a day. We are not naive to know that these things take time. Also, because of change in personnel in government, election just ended, new people are coming on board. So sometimes you end up going to revisit the same issues with the new team that has come if there's no continuity in some of the states. So we understand that those are the challenges, but as we said, a lot of progress has been done.
Hi there. I'm the Wakanao prepaid travel card. You can think of me as your best friend because I'm very loyal. Let me tell you what you stand to gain with me. I know you like to buy shoes, clothes, try out different delicacies, and have fun, especially when you travel. Now here's the deal. With me, you can make your payments with ease, anywhere and anytime, online or in store. And the best part is, you get cool loyalty points each time, and even much more when you pay for services on Wakanao website. Oh, hold on. I need to shed some of this weight. So here's how to redeem. You can use your points to get movie tickets, airtime, wares, even pay for your next trip, and so much more. Phew! So now you get the point. What are you waiting for? Go get me your Wakanao prepaid travel card, the card that rewards you.
Wakanao, let's go.
Up next on the show, we had a sit down with the management of the Oxford Group Nigeria to discuss the recent developments in the company. Take a look.
Once again, I'm Henry Ogunkorode, the Group General Manager for Oxford Group Nigeria. In respect of the subsidiary that you mentioned, it is part of our mission and vision as a group of company to have subsidiary which have been created. Is for the benefit of our number one benefit is for the interest of our customers. In an organization like Oxford, where the aspect in which we are focusing on is under one body, before which we call Oxford Commercial Services International Limited. But according to the enlargement and the broadened scope of our business, we now decided to make it into subsidiary, which means individual has different things to do and how to meet demands of customer. Talking about the aspect of we want to market land, we have an organization to do that. We want to do documentation, where we give document to customer within 24 hours. We have an organization to do that. To acquire land, we have an organization to do that. We have another one is talking about organization that need to do the needful about the land we are acquiring, which is the legal firm, which is an aspect at which in the social by a particular organization, talking about when you are into real estate, you need to be careful about the kind of property you acquire. Now, as a group of company, we now share the role and the responsibility of this same real estate business into organization, whereby they have what they need to do and they work together as a team. That's why we are forming an empire being controlled by Oxford Group Nigeria, which means the business that we do is real estate business, but in different ways. That's the reason why we have them in different organizations and different businesses.
And when we started this company, we started almost like a marketing company without properties. We started like the agents you have. I don't want to use the word that we are not licensed. We started as like an agent. When we started this business, we started small. You know, just like I don't want to use the word the scripture that this guy that said, do not despise the little beginning. We were focused, we started the business. When we started the business, we wanted to acquire our properties. Let me say this because I think this is important. We started with our first location called Ewekoro. The Ewekoro I'm talking about is out of Lagos State here. And we had a client who bought an acre. And that acre convinced us that yes, we are into business. And so we've been able to move from that level up to the 9th month, up to the 6th to 9th month, we've been able to purchase our property. So down the lane, we got to about 2 years and the company rises from nothing up to a billion naira real estate portfolio. Now from 2017 down 2018, almost 2019 today, we have our portfolio up to about 4 billion naira. And we decided that instead of allowing the real estate to be alone, we have other businesses we do. Then we decided to come in with this subsidiary idea. And now the essence is this. The essence is to ensure that the income does not come from one spot alone or from one organization. It has to come from several organizations. And that is how Oxford is able to metamorphose from Oxford Commercial Services to Oxford Group Nigeria Limited. About 7 subsidiaries. We have the Oxford Gold, we have the Oxford Real Estate, we have the Oxford Tech, we have the Capital Companion Neighborhood Diary, we also have others too. But let me start talking about some of them, what are their functions and what are the things they do. Now, for the Oxford Real Estate, basically a marketing real estate company. We have properties. Now what to do is this company, they go out there to meet clients about our properties. They do basically marketing and sales. So when they go out there to get customers, we have one of the subsidiaries called Oxford Property. Now, what is the work function of the Oxford Property? They are the ones that are in charge of our properties. So when the Oxford Real Estate go out there to get customers, they refer them to the land. And who take care of that? Oxford Property. Then the Oxford Gold, what they do here is real estate investment. Real estate investment in the sense that we have some investors who are interested in our real estate business, our project. They come in to invest their money there and they get return on investment, a particular return on investment. I'm talking about percentage. So what they do is we take the money we have in that Oxford Gold and take it to our sites, some of our estates, and put up our estate and also acquire more because of our huge number of clients we have. And then we'll talk about Oxford Tech. Oxford Tech is all about technology, the digital world, taking care of our the subsidiary will come up with maybe outdoor signage, adverts, online marketing, and so many things that deals with technology, just to help to boost our sales and also to take the company globally. Then the capital companion, like I said, is almost the same thing. What we have, the Oxford Go, what they do. But the difference is this: they go on HR and they go on some other things. They will also have another called Oxford Partner. So if you put up together, we have 7 subsidiaries that do different jobs. So we've been able to diversify. Oxford will be able to diversify so that they can make more streams of income into the organization.
Today on Brand Spotlight, we're taking a closer look at engineer Mustafa Lusty as he shares passionately about the role Konz Engineering Limited plays in the Nigerian security sector.
Konz Engineering is a company that I've been trying to survive for the past 20 years. We started from the electronics control management. We started a couple of years back by capitalizing on the new opportunity in Nigeria when the industries are coming to Nigeria, establishing factories, textiles and whatever, and we realized that there's a gap. And the gap then was there is no capacity to maintain the electronics equipment that was brought in. Because we're vast in electronics control, we moved into industrial electronics and started supporting those organizations to fix their electronics modules in that industry. After that, we saw the collapse of a manufacturing company, and also we saw the boom of the banks. When the banks embraced technology, because Nigeria had one limitation, we lacked maintenance culture. And because we saw an opening in the banking industry, in time we moved into the banking industry and ensured that the equipment they have spent money on are effectively being used. Gradually, we noticed another opening in the aviation. We moved into also in the aviation, but we realized that Nigeria had no choice than to move technologically in the security sector, because the only thing we lack in Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, is security. So we now support the technological hub of security in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa. So today we are not just a system integrator, we are a security solution provider. We don't do manga, we do electronics. You just tell us the problem, we give you the solution. And with that, after that, we move into distribution. So we bring in security equipment and make sure we can make it available for other competitors and collaborators that wants to integrate. And we also move a bit ahead when we realize that people want to do, but people in Nigeria, we are reluctant to invest into technology because we don't know the know-how. So we started doing training for all system integrators and collaborators at no cost to them, to ensure that we can upload their technological know-how so that we can all meet the international standard all together. So that's the summary of what we do in Konz Engineering. Well, in security industry, there are challenges, because everybody that have worked in one security sector or the other, maybe physical security, paramilitary, or maybe you have been a guard or whatever, everybody wants to set up a security company. Then there's no specialization. Security industry is like a jack of all trade, master of none. Unfortunately for the nation, also we accepted them like that. And unfortunately for Nigeria as a whole, we know securities are challenges, but we are talking to wrong experts. For example, if you talk to me about man guarding, I don't know anything about man guarding, but talk to me about electronic solution. I'll give you a hands-on electronic solution, and I'll even eliminate the need for guards. Everybody wants a security solution, and they believe if I call in a security company, will give you. No, you must know what you need, and you must embrace consultant to be able to tell you a security design that is necessary before you start calling contractor. The idea of converting contractor to consultant is not going to work. because I have been in both sides. I have seen that. I've seen a lot of investment into security that is a waste. So the design is very important, and you cannot give a security design to somebody that specializes in physical security or that the only thing he knows how to is to cock a gun. So if you want to use electronic solution, you have to talk to electronics consultants related. And the idea of building a whole structure, and the only person that you talk to there is a building consultant. A building consultant is not an engineering consultant. And it's also not an expert in electronic security. So you said you want a camera. For example, you say I need a camera. The question is, when you ask me you need a camera, I'll tell you why. But when you say you need a camera to another person, yes, I have camera. They have installed camera. I need to know why. I need to know what is the threat. I need to know what we want to cover. So that will not enable me to know what type of camera will solve your problem. How can we make it more efficient and effective at the same time? Because in most cases we have camera, they don't solve the problem. Because we are not solving the challenge. We are only buying an equipment to showcase that we have. That's why I said learning is continual. I'm always a student. I'm learning from you as well. It is not Nigerians. The percentage of Nigeria that actually in the cybercrime are very little. But globally, every criminal claimed to be a Nigerian. A guy was arrested recently for a cybercrime, and after he was arrested in Nigeria again, he was even using a Igbo name. He was an Iraqian. Another guy was arrested in the US, Prince of Nigeria. The Prince of Nigeria that have duped so many people in the US is a white American. So the reason why we're having this challenge was because we do not take care of our own front. For us to get out of this mess, government must play their own role by ensuring that we can have data for everybody. We need a data bank for Nigeria that can identify and recognize everybody. And every individual must also do their own part to promote Nigeria in good image and to do the right thing that we're supposed to do. Because they are one of a Nigeria, they are a couple of Nigerians. But when they say Nigerian, you are part of it. So until we fight against that negative name, until we fight against people that are doing the wrong thing in Nigeria, that is when they will be forced to run away or to do the right thing. So it's a collective responsibility. Don't give up.
Of what use is technology if it does not improve the status quo? In this fast-paced new world of ours, the cloud is a vital companion to defy the ordinary and to perform the extraordinary with exceptional ease. Welcome to sidmach Cloud. sidmach Cloud solution allows organizations grow their revenues, reach new markets, improve productivity, and reduce cost of production. The range of life-transforming solutions and services sidmach Cloud offers reflect the organization's operational DNA, making people work smarter and life better.
The reason why we created the sidmach Cloud is to ensure that people and organizations are more productive. They can access their resources from wherever they are on any kind of device, and as well as ensure that those organizations run paperlessly.
The cloud is equipped with a wide variety of solutions, such as Smart School. Smart School streamlines administrative processes and provides prompt, reliable data for management and planning. It enhances student, teachers, and parents' collaboration and improves decision-making in school.
We created Smart School to take away the hassle of school records management and to deliver an engaging experience between students, teachers, and school administrators.
All-purpose medical information system aptness drives in-depth hospital management across all units in the health facilities towards quality healthcare delivery, towards universal health coverage.
APIS provides you with the tools that you require to become more efficient and more profitable and providing the best care possible for your clients and other stakeholders that you're involved with.
It allows swift connectivity between patients and doctors and among other healthcare providers. The cloud also offers traditional Microsoft suites such as Office 365, Yammer, SharePoint, Skype, Azure, among others. All cloud offerings come with round-the-clock technical support, customer service, and pay-as-you-go for all global provisions delivered.
sidmach Cloud makes work smarter and life better.
sidmach, transforming lives.
As always, thank you for joining us on the show this week. We'll be back again next week, spotlighting a lot more phenomenal Nigerian and African brands doing great things for our economy at large. Be sure to join us. And if you do know a Nigerian brand that deserves a spot right here, do send us an email at info@africanbrands.com, and we would be delighted to have you on the show. As always, I'm Maria Jolie. Have a good day, guys.